So there's one ayah of the Quran, one verse of the Quran that I've recently been thinking about, and I haven't figured it out. I haven't figured out how to attain, or I'm trying to work on how to attain the state that's demanded from us or is invoked via this particular verse. And I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section as well as to how you think we can take steps in getting ourselves into that position which is being encouraged in this particular verse. So let me mention the ayah first. It's where Allah says in the 59th chapter, لو أنزلنا هذا القرآن على جبل لرأيته خاشيا متصديا من خشية الله وتلك الأمثال نضربها للناس لعلهم يتفكرون. Where God says, had this Quran, referring to the Quran itself, had this revelation been revealed upon a mountain, the mountain would have crumbled out of humility and awe of God, turned to dust. And that Allah sets such examples for us so that we may think and we may reflect. I want us to really think about this for a second. Allah is saying, God is telling us, if this Quran that we have amongst us, what I've just recited to you or tried to recite to you now, what we memorize, what we learn, what we sometimes pick up and read, this very revelation, if these words were revealed upon a mountain. Now think about a mountain for a second. Some things that the essence we get, if you like, the features, the things that stand out about a mountain when we think about mountains is that they're big, they are solid, they are firm. They in many cases leave you in awe when you look at them just because of their sheer beauty in some cases and majesty and size. These objects, these mountains, God is saying that if the Quran, these words were revealed upon these things, these mountains, they would have turned to dust. They would have crumbled. Yet we find ourselves in the position where our hearts as human beings, my heart and your hearts, nothing happens to in many cases when we read the Quran, when we read these words, when we memorize these words. What's going on, man? What is going on? Why is that the case? And how do we change this? Because we know the Quran is guidance from Allah, and it's supposed to impact us and affect us and change our lives for the better. This is a mercy from God. But that's not going to happen until these words permeate our hearts. And another thing we get from this verse is, and a blessing from God, is that God has given us hearts that have a potential, an ability that the mountains don't have. That our hearts can hold on to the words of God. The words that will literally crumble the mountains. That's the positive, I guess, here. But the negative at the same time is, subhanAllah, in this contrast, the negative is that, but at the very same time, our hearts have attained a state of hardness where the words of Allah just don't penetrate them. They don't even affect them. It doesn't move us. We read the Quran, we recite the Quran, we memorize the Quran, and how many times do the words bring tears to our eyes? Move us in some profound way, create some sort of profound change in our immediate lives. I'm asking myself this question, and I'm asking you guys this question as well. Why doesn't this happen? And how do we fix this? How do we fix this? I want to know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, inshallah. Let's see if we can help each other from this perspective. Because at the end of the day, look, we can give, we can share the message of Islam, we can give da'wah, and we have to. It's a duty upon us, it's a responsibility upon us. Even if all we know is Allah is uniquely one and He created us to worship Him. If that's all we know, we have to share this with people. But at the very same time, if our hearts are in the state where they are not being profoundly impacted and moved by the words of God, we have to rectify and fix this too. Because at the end of the day, it's about us first. It's about you and me first. We have to help ourselves first, and then help those around us. So and on top of this, if we want to be effective in our da'wah, we have to be in the state to give da'wah, right? We have to be in the state which is required and necessitated for dawah to be, done properly. We can't give that which we don't have. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. May Allah bless you. May Allah help us all and open our hearts to His words and allow His words to impact us on a profound and deep level, in a way which shapes and changes our lives, so that we prosper in this world and we prosper in the next life. May Allah bless you all. I'll leave you guys with this until next time. Take care.